Hello everyone. Hi. This is going to be the video about the Cobra effect theory. Okay. So it's me here. So I'm not going to show my face, right? Okay. So basically, this video is going to be what is called the Cobra effect theory. This theory is basically used in industry is commerce, educational, and in all these industries this term or this theory is used to explain and to let the people learn about this theory that is known as the Cobra effect theory. So let us learn about this in this video. This is going to be very interesting and you can relate it because it erupted from India and it dates back to the British colonial story where this theory actually came. Okay, so let me explain this. Let me try my best to explain this. So let's find it out. So basically, once there were a lot of cobras, king cobra population in Delhi at that time during the British colonial rule. So the then governor, announced a bounty offer to whoever tries to kill these snakes and wipe them out from Delhi would get rupees or money. And as a result, the people started killing, especially the trained people who live in the forest. They came and they just started killing the king cobras, and they took these snakes to the administration, and when they showed these cobras the dead snakes, they get bounty offer in return. Now it is surprising to see that some of the people, out of those people who were trained to kill these cobras, because they are getting money, and because since they are getting money, they are killing this. But out of those people, among that, there was a few cunning people who actually made a technique, invented an idea to earn easily rather than killing them and doing the hard work. So let's find out what was the idea that this few people out of this whole group invented. So basically, these people started collecting the baby snakes, and as they connected the baby snakes, they started petting them. They feeded the snakes, baby snakes, and they made it like a pet animal. So as they grew up, they collected them and took it to the British officers, and as a result, they got this money. But the irony was that the snakes were actually not decreasing the population, but it was increasing. So once a British officers found this foul play, and they collected the people who were doing this business. As a result, they got punished. And after finding this out, the British took all the snakes, which were actually petted by these people, to the jungle. And they just took it and they left it in the jungle alive. Now comes the greatest twist here in this theory. These British officials left all the snakes and they went to the jungle. So the first case was they were the hunters who came and killed all the snakes. This was decreasing the population, which the Delhi people wanted. At that time they wanted the population of the snakes to decrease, and it was happening. But some cunning people did uh, made a flaw here. They, instead of killing, they petted the snakes and they fed the snake, and as a result they made it a business. Instead of killing them, they made it an offer to get money easily. But since it was found out very soon by the officials, British officials, so they stopped this method. And as a result, the population was actually decreasing too in the second option, because they left it to the jungle. Now the urban Delhi was free of all these cobra snakes. But after few years, it was noted that the snakes grew in large amount where in the jungle. So the snakes grew to a larger population, and as a result, this again contradicted the second option, that is, the population of snake cobra was decreasing in Delhi. Again, from this jungle, they came back to Delhi, and the population of these snake cobras were again the same, that is, creating chaos and problems. So this concluded that it started from the first solution. The solution was to kill and eradicate the snake population. It grew to another problem, that is, people started feeding them. And after this problem was eliminated, another problem grew, that is, in the jungle the population has risen. So through these three things, we have coined a certain theory that for every problem, the solution creates another problem, and the solution to that problem creates another problem, and this carries on, this goes on. So like this way, we have invented a new theory which is called, and today it is known as, the Cobra effect theory. So this is used today to learn in the field of commerce, industrials and professionals, to coin and to educate the people that for any problem, in order to bring a sustainable solution, we always have certain loopholes where there is something which is happening out of that problem, which is going to create another problem. That means this can be seen in either our democracy, politics, and for simple, let me tell you that it can be seen in the governance in our country like India. It can be seen very easily in how the administrative works happens. Like, for example, let me tell you, in order to understand easily, let me give you an example based on our administration, how the administration things work in India. The 200 crore sanction for a proper bridge to be constructed is sanctioned by the central government. Here, the engineers does their duty properly, but the loophole comes to the quality of the bridge, when out of this 200 crore, the engineers get only a sum of that money, which means if the engineers are to be paid total of 200 crore, they get only 150 crore, and that 50 crore goes somewhere else. Now, since the bridge is constructed, it is not seen by the people, not visible. The problem of this 50 crore being snuck is not seen by the people. It is not visible to the common public. But this 50 crore means less material used in the construction of the and the build quality of that bridge. As a result, it brings more risks to the common public. It might get damaged or might get cracked in heavy flood or in natural disaster, natural conditions like heavy wind or flood. So if that things happen, it creates another problem, that is increase in fatality of people, and the blame goes to the government. And as a result, for that one middleman who have took this 50 crore, this creates another problem to both the government and for the people. And as a result, when this bridge is constructed again with proper investigation and proper funding, and now this time the problem takes place is that the 150 crore that was earlier invested goes waste. As a result, another 150 or even more 300 crore is given by the government again for the construction, and things keeps on repeating. As a result, it keeps on creating a loophole of problems, that is both for the government, for the people, common public, and for the rest. So this things is not only seen in here in like democracy or politics or in economics, it is seen everywhere. So this theory is actually used by all to understand that for a certain problem there is somewhere a chance of happening, that is the Cobra effect is to be happening there, and as a result it keeps on creating a loophole of problems. So that is what we call the Cobra effect theory. I hope through this video you had a better point of view of what is Cobra effect. Through all my understanding, through all my basic research of what I have done, there might be any problem regarding the narration of the terms that are used by me could not be understandable, but still this was a small video regarding the Cobra effect. I hope it is clear to you. For more such videos, subscribe to our channel, and also do not forget to subscribe our main channel, which is link is given in the description. Thank you so much for watching.